Welcome back to another episode on Lost Lands and Captivity Collector's Edition. I am your host, SorrelMad1, and we're going to go ahead and continue the series. Let's go. Okay. So now, there's something here we need to really do is what? The question is, is there something that I'm totally missing or what? We can't go back in there. Is there something I'm totally not seeing? Is that what's going on? Hint, please. So it's telling us to go up there. Okay.
There must be some kind of mechanism that can illuminate the hall.
Well, yeah. There's gotta be something. Okay, that's a nifty, wow. That was pretty nifty. So we're gonna take that, and we have all the ritual items we need. Okay, so that book comes later, I guess. I guess this might be a mini game at some point, but we'll figure it out at some point. What's this here? Okay, let's move some stuff. Okay, all there was a brush. Wow, interesting. Okay, so we lost the cutting axe, so looks like we're not going to be using cutting axe anytime soon. Oh, we got a horse's head. And what? Okay. Alright, so this is a brand new room, I would say. So, right here is a morphing object. Okay? Now, I wonder what else is in the room that could catch our eye here. Let's figure this out. Okay? I wonder what item we're looking for here. A turtle. Of course. Of all things. A turtle. Turtle, 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 turtle. Oh, I'm kidding. Wrong, scenario. Okay, there's something here. So we need to go here. And then a flute. Okay. Okay. Looks like we need to go back to this area. There is something here we need to do. Yeah, let's go back in here, it seems. We're going back in here for why?
Almost like a map of my adventures in the Lost Lands.
practically is. But almost the exact travels that she did here. So that's actually pretty neat. So, like, this is the Tauruses right over here. The Taurus whatever it's called, the Taurus over here. Like the five worlds of the Tower of Five Worlds is right here, it looks like. And I think this is something here of sorts. What? I don't know what that is. This looks like some sort of demon that we had to deal with in the Dark Overlord game of the Lost Lands collection. Which, by the way, that is complete, by the way. So, keep that in mind. So yeah, there's some of these locations I remember doing. Which is kind of neat in my way of thinking. But why do we need to be here, though? I don't understand that. Okay, so we had to look at that map. For odd, mysterious reasons. We had to look at that map. For what reason? Who knows? So, looks like we have some sort of flute. Okay, click on all the tubes of the flute so that their melody would light up all green lights on the top panel to turn from left to right. Oh, it's okay. Okay. So that one right there is the last one. Taurus ass. How'd I knew there was going to be something that I mentioned in the map? Clever. And I bet you one of the figurines that we're going to get at some point is probably the Dark Overlord figurine. Or like the demon figurine, whatever it's going to call it. I'm pretty sure that's one of the figurines. I'm pretty sure. But, again, this is all new to me. So, it's like we're going in this blind. Basically, I'm going in this blind. Like, for real. Okay. Now, let's take a look at this map. Looks like we need to be back in there somehow. Okay, let's go in here. What? Oh, yeah, the book. Duh. Okay, so we need to put the key, like so, to open up. Oh, wow, it's a metal book. Okay. Okay. So, in case you can't read that, I will read it for you here. 13 Serpent Cycle 113.6. We have one of our scouts discovered a cave with magical artifacts near the city. We took some of them to study, of course. Rumors about the mysterious treasury immediately spread around the city. We need to set up protection at the entrance in the incoming days so that the locals do not steal everything that is left there. Alright, so now we have 13 Serpent Cycle 113.9. While I'm writing these lines and my hands barely obey and my legs have forever chained me to this place, and all the inhabitants of the city turned to sand. Entire buildings turned into sand. There are fear and chaos around. The centaurs flee the city in a panic to search for salvation. But we are doomed. If only we knew. The chronicle of the curse is falling on the city. It's terrible. So, interesting. So, that's.
Who are you? How and why did you come to our accursed city?
I was born in this tribe. My old friend, Susan the War Maiden, needs your help.
How do you think I can help the living?
We need to know the story of your tribe's curse.
Our tribe grew, and we began to expand the city. We found many treasures and artifacts in one of the caves.
But it's a good thing, right?
Everyone who touched objects from the cave fell victim to the curse in a few days. Soon, the whole city and its inhabitants became sand ghosts. No one could prevent or cure it.
It seems that we've seen this cave. Have you protected it? Can we remove this spell?
Yes, I'll leave you a hint on how to do it. Do not touch anything, or the curse will fall on you.
Thank you. There must be something inside that will help us break this curse.
I wouldn't hope for it.
Okay. That is creepy.
Don't wait up for me. I want to study the history of my people. I'll catch up with you later.
Okay. It looks like this is the answer to unlock that tornado that left behind. So the two at the bottom, one in the corner, one on top, two right next. There's one right next to it, and a kind of like a three diagonal shape. So it's a very interesting shape. So that's easy to remember for me personally. So we're gonna go back here. All right. I don't think there is any sequence to this. Yeah, like I said, there isn't a sequence to that in any way. So you can do it however you want in any way, which is
Don't
nice.
touch anything here.
Alright, so basically we can't touch nothing at the moment. So we've got a horse figurine, so we're going to place it there, it seems. Okay. Nothing's happening at the moment. It's kind of strange. Things are not happening the way I'm hoping it should. Okay, what do we need to do? Okay, we need to go over here. Okay, we're going to use a brush. A herd of horses will stir up the dust of the roads in the west. A pod of dolphins will soar above the water in the east. Vigilant southern owls will open their eyes in the darkness. the wind from the north will bring the alarmed howl of the wolves, and our story will finally be known to the world. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. Wait a second. This is interesting. Not all figurines are placed on the map, so I'm still missing some. That's disappointing. Oh, snap. Okay, hold up. Herd of horses will stir up the dust of the roads in the west. So let's start that. So part of that is over here. Okay, now let's look at this again. A pod of dolphins will soar above the water in the east, and the owls will open their eyes in the darkness in the southern. Okay. Okay. Done. Okay. Oh. The hell?
I saw the same skull in the Academy Library.
Orb of memories. Okay, do we have to do anything here? Yes, there is, but we can't do anything with such items as well. But there is some collectibles we can collect here. So, now, to locate such items, we need to find the morphing object and whatever collectible we need to find here. So, let's look around, shall we? Ooh, what we got here? We got a morphing object. Beautiful. Alright, so now, be very careful. But there is... Oh, we're not going to zoom over there. We're going to stay away from that for now. Anything on top that I need to know about? Is there anything of sorts anywhere? And what are we looking for? I don't know. We'll find out. Is it a turtle like it was in the last one? Or what are we looking for, really? The question is, where would it be? Do we have to zoom in? Nope. So that's what I thought. The actual collectible is in here somewhere, but where is it? And if you have found it, sit back and wait until I find this collectible. I'll be danged if it's on the wall somewhere. And I just don't see it. Yep, it's a turtle. Here it is. It's like, how did I figure? A zoologist. If you have gotten that, then congratulations so far. Alright. Now. Now, the Academy of Magicians. So we're going to go there, go to this area, the library. it seems like we're gonna go so far back here. It seems so. Let's see here. What?
The Biopsis race is incredibly powerful. We have no equal among our contemporaries. However, we strive to develop technologies to leave these lands. Our ambitions lie far beyond this world. However, not all of our kin share this view of the future. There have always been persons in every culture that yearns for world domination. Takawa was such a person. The founder of the Silver Moon Lodge, which members sought to gain as much power as possible and enslave every creature on every land. The Silver Moon grew threateningly under his guidance. Ignoring their power had become too dangerous. A real war with their representatives had to be unleashed. However, we underestimated the strength of our enemy. Takawa's network was flawless. He skillfully used magic and artifacts to manipulate the minds of important political figures. He seemed invincible. He almost won the war. But we played on his greed. We tricked Takawa into the tomb where all the possessions of the Silver Moon were stored and imprisoned him there. All artifacts were cursed so that his followers would never be able to carry out his legacy. Susan, what did you find out? And who is this young lady?
This is my granddaughter, Kiana. She went through the portal that I left open at home. Kiana, this is my old friend Marin.
Nice to meet you. You look like a wizard.
People often tell me this. I think it's all about my gray beard and robe. Susan, you understand what it means that she went through the portal, don't you?
Yes, but we have no time now. We've discovered that the Cyclops race Myopsis placed this curse on the dangerous apostate and all of his possessions.
The centaurs touched the artifacts and became cursed.
Big magic. Powerful. This race was strong, but such a curse requires a lot of strength. Someone helped them.
Someone? Who? Magicians?
A spirit. Judging by the effect of the curse, the spirit of the desert. Let's go to the library. We will find information on how to summon him. He must know everything we need.
Alright, so it looks like we're gonna be summoning, okay, so where we go to know, okay, so Department of the Lost Lands History, Department of Crystals and Artifacts, Department of Supernatural Beings, Department of Military Affairs, Department of Motions in Space and Time, Department of Biology. You know what? I honestly don't know which one we're dealing with. So I really, honestly, hope that I can, hopefully I can figure out which one we need. Looks like none of these right here. So we're going to do individual every single one of these. Hopefully we can find. Okay, number 10. Out of the division of supernatural beings, spirits of the lost lands. Okay, so we need to grab book number 10. Okay. The Lost Lands do not abound with the deserts, so not many have dealt with these spirits. They prefer to live deep underground, or they are completely abandoning their physical form and entirely merging with their inhabitant. Since they are connected with the desert, they can be awakened by footsteps on the sand. Moves in a specific pattern will notify the spirit that someone wants to make contact. It greatly increases the chances of successful spirit summoning ritual. You should not even try without knowing a pattern. There will be no effect, or you will anger the spirit and bring trouble. If there's an obelisk in the desert, then a beam of light will burst out of the obelisk after leaving the correct pattern in the sand with your footsteps. This beam of light will indicate the correct place for the ritual.
I need to follow this clue from the obelisk near the treasure cave.
So, we will do that in the next episode, sadly, because that's going to take... That's going to take a lot of time, I tell you what. So, unfortunately, that's, yeah. Unfortunately, that is going to be it for me. So, if you like this video, please leave a like and a comment, and I'll catch you guys next time on Lost Lands, Sand Captivity, Collector's Edition. I am your host, Sarah Ahmed 1, and I'll catch you guys next time.